If you are in the cleaning business or somebody that's thinking about getting into the business, then this recorded coaching call is for you. We deep dive into how to charge for certain services, how to charge per hour, as well as how to get your first customer. And we go over taxes and building the mindset that will help you build the business you desire in the long run. So with that being said, y'all, let's get right into the video. That could have been good. That was some gold right there. I feel
That
like you're
was
right.
yeah, that was a lot.
Absolutely.
Do you take into account because did you start by yourself or
So I started with my brother,
you started
myself,
with
my
your brother?
brother, and I had my younger brother helping us as well. So that's how we started when I first got out there on my own. But I pretty much did a lot of that groundwork myself. We would kind of have our own things going, and I would be out there hustling. And then if, like when we're ready to go do a job, I'm like, all right, let's go do this. And he
Yeah.
would have his own thing going. He'll go out there, pass out flyers and do stuff as well. If he got a floor job or something like that, oh, we got to go take care of this. And that's kind of how we did it. And then when we got our first really big building, we did it together. That's how we did it. It was maybe 12,000 square feet. We did it together. We didn't bid it correctly. I'll say that. Our first one, we didn't bid it. Well, here's the thing. I came in at 1,800, something like that. The lady talked us all the way down to like 1,500. I would never do that again. Now,
Yeah.
I wanted to get in the door and get some experience, which this I recommend people not settle for less, but
Just get the experience.
yeah, get the experience, try it out. But at the end of the day, that's not my ideal client. I wanna go with somebody who is not gonna try to haggle me and want to pay for some quality service, because that's what we do.
Yeah.
We,
So
we
like
do quality.
that UPS story was only 1,600. That would have been just for experience then, because even if I try to price it correctly, I wouldn't really profit, would I? Or what do you
Well, so here's the thing: you'll profit regardless, because if you well, let's say it like this: no matter how small the building is, right? I got this U.S. Army Corps of Engineers building that's it's literally just two offices, two restrooms, and then there's an open warehouse type of space that they want us to dust mop.
Okay.
I go in there and I'm out of there in 30 minutes. This is in Arkansas when I had that building. I subcontracted it, but I would go in there, do it. It'd take me 30 minutes. You know what I charged them to do that? $54 every time.
Okay.
It's $54 a visit. I charge 200 $219 $219 a month to do that one, and that was for 4 visits. It was once a week. It was every Tuesday morning. I would do that, and that's how you do it.
I way over I way overbid the other one.
Oh, yeah. I
I
mean, so
was,
that's the thing. That's the thing about it. You got to learn. But yeah, that's what another thing. Going forward, let me know, man. Let me know. I
yeah,
can I can
I
do my
will for
best to
sure.
walk you through some of that stuff.
Just saying that out loud now, I was gonna charge him like 600 a month
Mm,
for that, and it was only there was no break room. It was just one bathroom. It was so small,
yeah,
and I mean, it was for three times a week or 2 times a week.
yeah.
But both of them they fell. One was like 601, and the other one was like 679, I think.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, it was it's way up there.
They probably looked at that and was probably like, he might
Yeah,
have,
because
he might have,
they haven't even answered, not even to the email. Like
yeah,
so,
yeah. They're probably thinking like he might not even know what he was doing on that one, and that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah,
That's fine. And they probably think too that you didn't know what they were asking for. They probably thought you were asking for, they were asking for a whole lot of other stuff. But that's what it's about, man. It's about just getting out there, trying it, figuring it out. But yeah, definitely want to make that a learning experience.
yeah.
So going forward, a building like that, something that small, I'm not going to charge them no more than you know $50 every time I go in there. So something like that, actually, I would probably, since you were going in there, 3 times a week, I would probably take it down to 40-ish, 45-ish every time because of the frequency. They want you to come in there more often than just one day. Then I'll give y'all somewhat of a discount
Okay.
for the frequency. Check this out. This is why it's also good to just get out there and start learning this, start figuring it out, because the more buildings you get, you'll be able to compare everything to everything. You'll compare this one to this one. You'll compare, like, okay, for instance, that building sounds like this warehouse. How do you say it? It's a it's a logistics company. They have an office, and they have the big old, you know, bay area doors, the bay
Yeah.
doors. What do you ever call it? They do a lot of shipping and stuff like that. But they have the office space. That's what I used to go in there and clean. And it was probably, I would say, it might have been 1,500 square feet. It was, two bathrooms, one little break room area. They had a front office, like a four stationary desk, and then they had a little backspace that nobody even went in. It's like the little locker room or whatever. And I would clean that, and it would take me 45 minutes. It would take me 45 minutes to clean every single time. I charged them $48 per visit. It was 2 days a week. It was a Tuesday and Thursday clean. But that's how you start to do it. You start to look at it in a way of, all right, I know for sure something this small, I could be out of here, in less than an hour, but I'm going to charge them at least my hourly rate.
Okay.
And that's what you got to start thinking too. Switch that to, all right, I'm $50 an hour, 50 an hour, 50 an hour, 50 an hour. And that's how you're looking at it. And then if you can get more, hey, so be it. That's how it works. But that's how you want to look at it.
Okay.
Because this is what these companies doing. Another thing on that too, when you get a contract, a good contract that is easy going and it's something that you can take care of, dude, you can have these contracts for 5, 10, 20 years. I mean, you can
That's a
have
lot
these
of money.
contracts for a very long time. So that's why it's also good to lock in a good price. You don't want to go too high, obviously. You've seen that,
Mhm.
but you don't want to go, too low either. You want to be right in that sweet spot, to
Okay.
where, if you want to put somebody in there to clean it for you, you're able to still pay them and still make a profit.
Do you take into account the like the taxes and things like that? Or should I start I shouldn't even start worrying about that or right now or
Oh, absolutely. Definitely don't worry about it, but think about it for sure. Taxes are real, man. So this is what we do. Whenever you send your invoice, if you go through like a accounting software company, or like a QuickBooks is what I use. QuickBooks Online. I think we pay $50 a month, somewhere around there. Yeah, it's like $55 a month. And what you'll do is you'll put your customer's information in there, and then every single month you would send them an invoice for that certain amount, and then that the software will calculate sales taxes. Turn sales taxes on, or it'll be on automatically. It'll calculate the sales tax, and it'll go on there immediately, and you don't have to even think about it. You can send it. What's going to happen is, say you have a contract for $2,500, right? $2,500 is what you put on the services price line, right? Put that on there. This is what I charge. It's going to automatically put, 230 extra dollars on there for
okay.
sales tax, that in that 9% area. That's what you're going to send to your client. They're going to get a bill for $2,700 some dollars. You'll get that. You'll get your check or whatever. If it goes to your bank account, or if you get a paper check, you cash that check or deposit that check, and you separate that 9%. We don't eat that. Separate that. That's gonna be paid at the end of the month to the, I don't know what it's called in your state, but it's a Department of Revenue, one of those. So you got to pay that in every month.
Okay.
And that used to sound scary to me in the beginning too, but I sat down with my accountant. He showed me exactly how to do it. and we simply went to the guy that did our taxes for the last couple years when we had a day job. The same guy who my wife's parents used to do their taxes at the end of the year. He sat down with me. You know, a lot of times they'll do that too. They'll just sit down with you and show you exactly what to do.
Is that the
Don't-
same? Is that the same thing? Like a tax and an accountant? Are those the same? Like they offer the
Yeah,
same
accountant or a CPA, certified public accountant.
thing?
Yeah, CPA. So you can look up CPAs or accountants near me or bookkeepers. I I just went on. I just had a call with a CPA out here just yesterday, and she's going to charge me $65 per consultation. We can sit down and she'll help me, and that's what you got to do, man. When you starting like this, you just got to get somebody that can, kind of hold your hand in that and figure out, all right, what do I do? And then you'll get to the point where you're doing it on your own. Like, okay, this notebook right here, this notebook right here. This is where I keep I do all my taxes. I do
Oh, gotcha.
all my sales tax. I just write it down. This is all the way back from, as you see, we got 2020 on here.
Nice.
2021, it's like, what did I make this month? You know, all right. And you just log it all the way up to 2023. And you just log it though. You put, all right, we made this amount in this city. So you put that city name and then you put the number amount, the gross. That's what it's called. The gross. And then you would do you would take out that 9%. So it's basically everything that's over that amount that you sent. If you sent out 2,500 and you got back 27 something, you would take that extra off, and that's what needs to be paid in. So
Oh,
don't let me confuse you on that. Talk to an accountant; they can help you with that for sure.
right, for sure.
Absolutely.
You
But
got one, right? You think that's something I should do right now? Right, not right now, but like maybe
um,
get the first client.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You get your first client. You got somebody who, and here's the thing too. Our first couple weeks or first couple months, I don't think I paid any taxes because I was just figuring it out.
Yeah.
I was just figuring it out. I wasn't making enough money. I was making like 200. I think our first client we were making 200 and some dollars a month,
Mhm.
and didn't bid that correctly either. That was, oh man, that was a nightmare. That was a nightmare. I'll say that, but we learned from it, and
Yeah.
we got some experience. But yeah, man, I wasn't even worrying about that type of stuff. When I
Okay.
started getting, 1,000, 1,500, $2,000 a month, all right, I'm like, all right, let me figure this stuff out. I gotta talk to somebody about this, and that's when I started. Let's pay some taxes. Let's make sure we're staying in the up and up or the clear with this stuff.
Okay.
Because another thing too is you get in a routine of it. You like, all right, it's the time of the month. I need to sit down and write down what did I make, and then just put it on paper. And then you can have your accountant or your bookkeeper or whoever help you do that. Now, my wife helps me do my books. Like she said that she sits down and do a lot of that stuff too.
Okay.
But if your parents can help you start that, or if they have an accountant, that'd be great to do.
I actually think I have someone in mind. My friend's mom. I'm pretty sure she's an accountant. I'm pretty sure. So
Perfect, bro.
I'm just
Perfect.
probably gonna reach out to her.
Absolutely. Absolutely. See, it's stuff like that.
Yeah.
What what is your competitive advantage? You feel me?
Oh,
What
okay.
is what is what how can I be successful in this business any all around the board? Because it's a wholehearted, well-rounded type of experience. Business is one of those things that it's gonna make you be resourceful.
Wow, man. Yeah. I
What
didn't
do
think.
I have?
Yeah.
What do I have? What resources do I have? Who can I talk to? Yeah, start thinking like that too. That's another thing I always want to tell you is I love the mindset stuff too. I want to take you through that journey as well. I got on here, I want this to be the goal setting call. This is where we talk about our goals as
Okay.
far as your why, because that's what's gonna keep you going. That's what's gonna when it starts getting tough, you might have had 4 or 5 interactions back to back that didn't go as you liked it. It could be that 6 or 7 one that could, bro, change your life. You feel me? So I want to talk about your why as well as like what are you aiming at? What are you aiming at in this? You know what I'm saying? Like my thing. All right. So like right now, I'll show you this. I like to just do this every now and then. Just dump a bunch of stuff like some of my goals.
Okay.
Just ownership. You know, season tickets to my favorite sports team. $20,000 a month passive income. You know, intellectual property. Do videos. Just do this stuff. Just what do you want life to look like? You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Mhm.
Where am I going? You know,
So I
this,
think like
huh?
for like why I think my biggest probably it'd be problem my parents because they work a lot and I'd love to just be able to give them a stable job
Yeah.
to just chill out because they immigrated from Mexico over here
Oh,
and
that's what's up, man.
I didn't end up going to college, so I don't want to be the I don't even want to say like the disappointment, you know what I mean? Like I didn't do anything. I just they gave me an opportunity and I ended up not doing anything with it. So I
Yeah.
want to be able to do something with that, and
Yeah.
just because we're in a pretty tough spot financially too. So I want to be
I
able to help
understand.
them with that. So
I understand, man. So it's that right there, right?
mhm.
I feel you. I just felt you on that. Write this stuff down. You know, go down a list. I want to be able to take care of family. I want to be able to contribute. I want to be, you know, I want to be. Are you the big brother, or little brother?
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Oldest. Oh, I want to be
Yeah.
big bro. I want to be big bro. Feel me?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Love it, bro. Write this stuff down. Write it down. Get you at least 20. Everything.
Mhm.
Put it on your wall. Look at it. Feel it. Study it. Understand it. Every single day, I have I have notifications go off on my phone telling me this stuff. Everything that my desires, my dream. You know, I'm not I, I'm not I don't have to go into all that, but it's the stuff. I'm a good father. I'm a good husband. I earn this much a month. I earn this much a month. Write that down too. Whatever you're aiming at. Is that 5, 10, 20? Of course, it's gonna take some work, but having the focus, you only get to a certain point if you know where it is. That makes
Yeah.
any sense.
Yeah.
Like you don't just get somewhere. Well, you get some. You're gonna get somewhere, but it's like you can have some control over that if you are focused on it as well. Too. So that's another thing I want you to get focused on too, because that's what's gonna keep you going, bro. It's gonna push you. It's gonna drive you to keep going when it gets tough. So um, and then another thing too. I know I'm going long on this, but
No, you're right.
it's one of those things where you don't always know how it's going to happen, but it happens, man. And when it does, you be like, "Whoa, that's crazy! I wrote this down. I wrote that down."
Hell yeah.
You're like, "Whoa, man! I never thought I was gonna leave my job, man." I'm like, "Bro, I'm making $600 a week, somewhere around there, roughly." That was the best thing that I could think of at that moment. Yeah, I left college and didn't have any other options either. Like that was like, dude, I thought that might have been like my end spot, but COVID happened. Well, let me rewind. I was trying to move up in that company, right? I was trying to move up, trying to figure it out. All right, like I need to do something else. I was getting bored. I was like, dude, I know I'm meant for more than this, but it wasn't working out for me. Like I kept getting passed up on certain opportunities and stuff. I'm 23 years, 22, 23 years old, and they looking at me like, the baby. And nah, he let him sit for 5, 10 more years first. Let him learn. Let him sit, in that department for 10 more years. And I was like, I'm done with that. Started the business, right? I started my business. I went and got out there and started doing my thing. I'm telling people about it, and I'm, in there, and I'm letting them know, oh yeah, I'm about to go, clean my building when I get out of here. Basically, I got a building, I go clean it when I get out of here. And then it just kept trickling upward, I guess you can say. COVID hit. Well, let me start back one more time. I met my mentor. Then
Oh,
COVID. One thing led to the next. I ended up getting furloughed. I ended up getting that my one of my biggest contracts, which is that VA clinic, and it was during the daytime. It was the one that was, I would clean it from. It would take me 2 hours to do it. It would anywhere from 7 to 9 a.m. and I would have my whole day. First of all, I bidded it right at what I was making at my day job. Right,
oh, really?
I bidded it at that amount. I'm making 2,400. This account was during the day. It was such a blessing. It was like, what? That is amazing. It was like, whoa. Anyway, that happened. Then I had my whole day to go out there and let me figure this business out. One thing led to the next, and now, man, 3.5, 4 years later, this is what I do. This is what I
Oh yeah,
do. Life's totally different, for
yeah,
real.
that's what I want. Because right now I'm making.
Excuse the interruption, but if you are getting any value out of this video, then go ahead and give me a like on this video. It really helps us out, and it lets me know that you guys are enjoying this type of content and we should make more of it. So if you like this or you're getting any value, go ahead and hit the like button right there. You got it right now. Hit it. Thanks.
About the same 2,400 a month at my
Okay.
job.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's probably what I want to start with. Just exceed that amount.
Yeah. So let's say this. Let's write down double my income, triple. Let's do that. Triple my income. You know, that's my goals. And then and figure out exactly what that number is, and write that number down as well.
Okay.
That's some homework. 20, 20 reasons, and you don't have to share it with me, but I do want you to email me and let me know that you did it.
Okay.
I need at least 20 reasons why this has to be successful. 20 reasons why I need to be successful in this business. Um, yeah. And then also write down, what are you aiming at? And that I do want you to send to me. What are you aiming at? What's your goal number, so that we can come up with a plan together to figure out how you can get there,
Okay.
right? What is it going to take? It's going to take more cold outreach. It's going to take more door to door. It's going to take more just talking to people. It might take some doing some free stuff every now and then. It's going to take getting their website done. You feel me?
Yep.
It's gonna take some practice, face to face. That's what it's gonna take, man. And man, when I tell you, this is gonna be the most amazing journey of self-development too, because once you've done it, you're like, I've been here before. I've been here before. And it's gonna get. I'm not gonna call it easy. I'm not gonna ever say it's easy, but it's gonna get more simple. It's gonna get simple.
Okay.
So
We can get
yeah,
used to it.
yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah, so I would say right now my goal is to get past my income that I'm getting where I'm working at right now. And
What's that
then
mean? What's that mean? Get past.
so I'm making 24 a month. So
So, so let's say it like this. I want to double my income. That's what
but
you're saying.
yeah,
I
yeah.
want to. Let me. I want to double my income. Yeah. So it sounds like we need to shoot for a goal of $5,000 a month.
Okay.
$5,000 a month.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Let's do this though, because let's do this because when you shoot for 5 and hit 3 or hit 35, that's cool too. But you didn't hit the 5. So let's do this. Let's aim at 7,500.
75. Oh yeah, I like that
Let's,
better.
let's aim at let's aim at 7,500 because if you hit 5, oh well, at least I double my income. You know, let's
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
Because and here's the thing too. You got to do like a reboot every, like 18 to 18 months, 2 years, because the goalpost just keeps moving.
Yeah. Okay.
Because but that's what I did, man. I was like, all right, I want to double my income. I want to make 5,000 a month. You get to that 5, and you're like, all right, I actually want to make 10. When you get to 10, now I'm like, all right, I want to do 40. That's gonna take a lot of, a lot more work, and that's a different level, you know, from where I'm currently thinking.
Mhm.
I gotta think higher. I gotta get more information. I'm doing some coaching right now as well. You know, teach me what y'all know.
Mhm.
You know. Anyway, um, oh, I want to give you this too. As far as thinking about what you got going on right now, man, is you ever flown on a plane?
What's that?
You ever flown on an airplane?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you've been flying, and you understand, like, when you get in the plane and the plane is on the ground, it sounds crazy when it's trying to go take off, right? It's
Yeah. It was
all
scary at
that
first time.
speed, all that speed, and it takes so much momentum to lift off, right? But once it gets flowing, oh man, you put that mug on autopilot, literally, and it just goes. So I
Man.
wanted to use that analogy because in the beginning, it's going to take a lot of effort, and it's going to feel tough. But that's why those reasons. That's why it's important to have that why in front of you and in your mind. That's what's going to keep you going. That's what's going to get you, get that plane off the ground and get you rolling. So just keep that in mind as well. You're in your liftoff phase.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. No problem at all, man. Anything else for me, man? I want to answer some more questions for you.
Um, Probably chemical. Oh, well, I want to do something this weekend. Cause I cannot go another weekend. Cause then I don't have time, or I feel like I don't have time in the week because I work.
Yeah.
I don't get off until 7, and
Okay.
everything's closed by the time I get off. Um, but then everything is also kind of closed up during the weekend. But I just want to do something. I want to get cleaning. I
Yeah.
just I just don't know how. I guess like
You so what are you asking? Like, do you
uh,
want to?
like maybe just like what can I do to actually start cleaning tomorrow?
Yeah. So this is where you could reach out to some friends and family, or you know, even your, like, you got a church.
Yeah. I guess
Do
yeah.
you know if they have cleaners in there?
No, I'm not sure.
You can maybe ask, hey, I mean, I understand how it sounds. Like, it's different me saying it to you, and then you thinking like, but you literally could just ask, hey, I'm doing this thing. I want to get my business going. I am in the process of getting photos and testimonials and getting experience. Would you mind if I, clean that bathroom and take some photos? Would you mind if I clean this part of the sanctuary? I don't have to touch any of the equipment. Can I just, pick up the sanctuary? Could I clean the front glass windows and take photos? Could I, or front glass doors? Windows is that's some work right there.
Yeah,
Um,
tough.
yeah, or are you guys having any trouble? Are you guys struggling with anything cleaning in here? Is there something that I could clean in this place that could take some, lighten the load for y'all? And I just want to take some photos. And churches love volunteers. First of all, you know that,
That's a really good idea. Yeah.
So,
So
and at the
simple,
church,
right?
man, that church niche too, man. Oh, bro, you know what I just thought about?
What's up?
With your job, that actually would be great because the way that your job is set up right now, you working into the evening. But
Mhm.
if you get a church that, they operate on Wednesday and Sunday, you could go take care of that building before you go to work because they don't have people in there hanging out. Like, well, they have like staff, but they don't have like it's not like real business going on where you can't go in there and clean. I have a church in Arkansas that I subcontracted out that I would go in there and clean it every morning, or not every morning, but every Friday morning. And I would do that. That'd be the first thing I do on Friday. I'll be out of there within 2.5 hours, go handle my other business, whatever. But that's another niche too, man. If you want to check out some churches.
I think I might actually. That's a really good idea. I might just actually call them.
Yeah. Say, hey, are you guys struggling with anything that you might need help with cleaning? I wanna I wanna clean the kitchen for you, or clean the bathroom for you, or
Would
whatever.
you also ask for a review, or you think that's too much?
Ask for a review. It's all good. It's all good. That's good. Let me write that down. I'm going to create a review framework too, um, because here's the thing. When I came out here, I have no lead, or I had no contacts out here. I had nobody that I've done work for out here.
Mhm.
So I had to go talk to or speak with the network that I've already actually had and done work for in Arkansas. Man, I got 42 5-star reviews on my Google right now just from me reaching out to people if I've done even the smallest thing for you, like if I've helped you move a couch, hey man,
That's
would
very
you
nice.
would you mind would you mind leaving me a review on my Google? Or I have a framework better than that, but it's basically just, hey, because I think I said this too before, people are going to write a review based off of how they feel about you.
Mhm.
Even if you haven't done cleaning for them, they'll be like, hey, very trustworthy company, very, you know, punctual and, respectable company, highly recommend. You know what I mean? They're gonna
Yeah,
say stuff like that. You'll be like, oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, that's good because it's not lying. It's just describing your company based off of who you are in their life to them. How do they think about you? All right, yeah, I know this person gonna give me a good review because of the fact that um, I helped him rake some leaves or whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's how it goes. So I gotta send you that too.
Okay, yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do after. Would you say I wouldn't clean the whole church, right? Or
Not necessarily, not unless you want to. If it's a bigger, especially if it's a super big church, I
yeah, because
probably just start.
the one I have in mind, it's pretty big.
I would just start with one of the bathrooms or something,
Okay.
or just ask them what are you having the most trouble with cleaning wise, and see if they can do it. Because here's the thing, if they got a cleaning company already, they paying that. They're paying for real, and they understand like how this goes. So you be like, you know what? Yeah, I want to come in and clean up too, and see what you guys might be having trouble with the current cleaning company or whatever. And you never know, man. They might be like, you know what? Why don't we just have you do it? You work something out, but hey, just check it out. Check that
Okay.
out.
I think I'm gonna do that. Another question. So I'm gonna do some flyers too, but I
Yeah.
also want to get into ads. But I feel like I don't know if I should start looking into that right now, or if I should just get cleaning. I should just get cleaning, right?
So do it simultaneously. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. If you do these ads and somebody calls you tomorrow and they ask you to do a walkthrough and they want you to start January 1st, are you prepared to do that?
Yeah, you're right.
Ask yourself that question. Can I take this? Can I actually take this on? Because you don't want to let that be a wasted lead or wasted ad or whatever. So you can do it simultaneously as long as you're ready for that. Get started cleaning, understand what you're doing, work your way up into that. But the ads game, when you do it right, oh man, you got leads for days. But you got to be ready to take that on.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'll just okay. My goal for this weekend, I'm gonna have that by the next week. I'm gonna clean that church,
Let's do it.
and I'll let you know.
Let's do it. Let's do it, man.
All right.
Let's do it. Hey, I don't want to rush you, man, but I got another call at 11 here.
Oh no, you're right, man.
Cool. You good on everything?
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, I mean, I'm also gonna go to a chemical store, and I'm just gonna ask
Yeah.
questions. I'm just gonna ask
Do
them.
that. Do that. Do that. Also, when you go in there, there's gonna be a lot of people in there that actually do business. Go talk to them too.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, just see. Hey, you have a card?
Yeah.
Do that. So, but hey, man, I'll talk to you, man. Talk to you later. Okay.
See ya.
All right.
Thanks.
Peace, bro. Have a good day.
You too.
If you made it to the end of this video, then thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my guy Damian of Crown Aide Cleaning in Nebraska for urging me to record these coaching calls and then post them. I didn't know if I was gonna do it or not, but I think this could be helpful to somebody. So anyway, man, go ahead and let me know what your favorite pointers was. Let me know if you want to get on a coaching call with me. And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all and see y'all on the next one. Peace.